Do you ever feel like you've done everything right, but still feel empty inside? What if everything that society taught you about being a man is actually a cage? Not a code, not a compass, a cage. One that's slowly killing your joy, connection, and purpose. I know because I was locked in it. I did all the things. I sucked it up, stayed strong, chased success like it was salvation. And on the outside, I looked like I was winning. But inside, I was numb, hollow, like I was performing a role that I didn't even believe in. It wasn't until I started doing the real inner work that I uncovered 5 toxic lies. Lies that might have you trapped right now. Hey, I'm Stu Murray. I had what looked like an incredible life on the outside, while internally, I hit rock bottom. And since then, I've helped hundreds of high-performing men break free from this silent suffering and actually build lives rooted in truth, power, and purpose. This channel is not for the faint of heart. It's for the men ready to unlearn the bullshit and remember who they actually are underneath it all. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the 5 biggest lies about masculinity. The ones that leave men burned out, shut down, and quietly suffering. Each of these lies has a cost. And today, you're going to see just how high that cost really is. Let me ask you something. How many men do you know who seem to have it all? The career, the family, money, and status, but look dead behind their eyes, like they're just surviving through life. It's not because they're lazy or broken. It's because they're following an outdated playbook written for a world that doesn't exist anymore. But here's the good news. There is a new path, one where strength meets vulnerability, power meets connection, and you don't have to walk it alone. Let's start with the first lie, the one that's been robbing men of peace, sleep, and real connection for decades. You ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world, but can't tell anyone about how heavy it really is? I worked with a CEO, had a 7-figure business, great family, the whole package. But behind closed doors, he was falling apart. Anxiety, insomnia, marriage hanging by a thread. He didn't tell anyone because he thought opening up made him weak. Sound familiar? The world tells us, suck it up, handle it alone, don't show any emotion. But the research shows otherwise. Men who suppress emotions are 2.5 times more likely to get hit with depression, heart issues, and broken relationships. I've lived it. I told everyone I was fine when my life was crumbling around me. And that silence nearly cost me everything. Here's your move today. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Write it down, name it, and then share it with someone you trust. Just one person. That's it. Because real strength, it's not stoic silence. It's having the balls to be real. If you checked every box on your goal list tomorrow, would you actually feel fulfilled or just done? I hit all my success markers: money, title, approval, but inside, flat. Like I'd climbed the ladder to find it was leaning against the wrong damn wall. Success without purpose is a mansion built on quicksand. You can smile in the photos, but feel like a fraud in the mirror. The Harvard study on adult development, 80+ years long, found that the number 1 predictor of well-being is not achievement. It's meaningful relationships. So here's your challenge. Take 15 minutes and ask yourself, what does a fulfilling life actually look like for me? Write it down, then take one small action toward it this week. And if you need help figuring that out, grab the free Becoming Blueprint in the description below. I've crafted that to help you get clear on your purpose, your direction, and take aligned action to move forward. This one's got his claws in deep. We think that showing fear, pain, or doubt makes us soft. But the truth, vulnerability is where courage is born. Without it, you'll never experience real love, leadership, or liberation. The first time I opened up in a men's group, my hands were shaking. Hell, my whole body was shaking. I told them about my anxiety, my fear of not being enough, and I thought they'd judge me. Instead, they respected me, and they shared their own struggles, and it flipped everything I believed. So here's your next rep. Tell one person something this week. It doesn't need to be dramatic, just real. I'm stressed. I'm lost. I'm figuring shit out. And if you're not ready to say it, write it, journal it, voice note it, but get it out of your head and into the world. Because hiding is exhausting, and connection starts with truth. You were taught that asking for help made you less of a man, that real men figure it out alone. But let me be clear, that belief is a killer. Literally. I coached a guy who was working 80-hour weeks, burning out, losing his edge. He refused to delegate or open up about what was going on. Why? Because somewhere deep down, he thought that needing help made him a failure. But the data is clear. Men with strong relationships live longer, healthier, and happier lives. So pick one area where you're struggling, your career, relationship, mindset, and ask for help. Just one conversation, one ask, one moment of honesty. That's how the tide turns. This one hits hard. The voice in your head says, if I was stronger, I wouldn't be here. But that voice, it's not yours. It's the voice of old wounds, cultural lies, and shame. You're not stuck because you're broken. You're stuck because you're following a map that never led to freedom. Think about it. If someone gave you a map of New York, but you're in LA, would you blame yourself for getting lost? It's time to burn that old map, the one that led you to perform, to please, and to prove your worth. Instead, take radical ownership. Identify one lie that you've been living and challenge it head on. You're not weak. You're realigning. And if you're ready to go deeper, I invite you to join the Brotherhood, our online community for men, by men, where we drop the masks and challenge and support one another to rise together. You can find the link in the description below. So what if today is the day that everything changes? Not because someone saves you, but because you finally stop playing by someone else's rules. These 5 lies, they're not just limiting you, they're draining the life out of you. Reclaim your fire, redefine your strength. And if any of these hit home, let me know down in the comments below. Drop the number of the lie that's been messing with your head the most, or add another that you think I missed. You're not alone. And the moment you stop hiding, everything starts to shift. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Stu Murray signing off, and we'll see you next week.